It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see Christian Watson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Packers and the Commanders coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening week, the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Protect. Sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times it's about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you... I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Luke Schoonmaker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Packers 0.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
They'll start on the ground with Neal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Harper. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try. Clearly, something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is fielded at the 27. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the light.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 97 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
To throw on 2nd down, Harper. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. gun. It's a give to Chubb. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Harper. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Harper. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off play action. Harper. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Because they needed to come through with... Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
For the Packers field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guy...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, Harper. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harper, and he's got it. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Again, they run with Neal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the... No gain there, and it's... Second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
Somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So here is Washington now to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Going right back to Dotson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this on. And have it culminate in touchdowns, you know? Press it a little bit, this might be the case. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing again. Harper got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2, Harper. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right.